Hey beautiful friends, welcome back. Today's class is front splits focused with a lot of work centered around our strong but stubborn hamstrings. All you guys will need today is a pair of blocks, maybe a slider or a sock, and something soft to put underneath your knee for the final segment of class. Let's go straight into it. We're going to start on the back. Just going to check that you guys can see me well. I hope you can. We're going to bring our feet about a step away from our pelvis. Let's start with hands on the pelvis. Our pelvis is in a neutral position, and then we're going to move it into our posterior tilt. So on the axial, you're going to tuck your tailbone under and slowly lift your hips off the ground, finding that engagement in the glutes. I'm going to extend my arms out, lightly press down into the floor to help create that elevation of the pelvis. And then from there, I'm going to walk one foot out. I'm going to start with my left. You guys can do the same or start with the right. Doesn't really matter. We'll always do both sides. No way around it. So on the axial, I'm going to step my left heel out, flexing through my left ankle. And then when I'm ready on the next axial, I'm going to bring my right foot off the ground, putting all the load into those left hamstrings. So when you're ready, you're going to lift it. 3, 2, 1. Lower down carefully, keeping that pelvis neutral. Walk your left foot back in, pelvis stays off ground. We go for 2 on the axial. Walk it out, right foot off, lower and in. We go 3, out, lower, in. 4, up, lower, in. The further you walk that left heel, the harder it gets. So you can start by keeping it closer to your pelvis. Keep going, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, keep your pelvis neutral. 4, don't let it tilt to one side. Last one, 5. In, lower down. Take an inhale, take an exhale, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. When you guys are ready, on the exhale, tuck under. Lift your low back, mid back off the ground. Walk your arms out. Right heel walks out. Left heel comes off. Lower, walk in. We go for 10. This is 2. Lower, in. 3. Notice how I started with keeping my right heel closer to my hips, and then gradually I'm walking it further out. 4. In. 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, we got it. 9, last one, 10, down. Good job. Just extend your legs for a second and walk your hands up and down your hamstrings just to bring life back into them. And we come up, and here's where you guys might or might not need the blocks. My blocks are matching my leggings, which I think is pretty cool. We're going to start with our left leg being our balance leg. And I want you guys to make sure that you're not opening up your pelvis to the sky. As you go down, we're going to work on our single leg forward folds. So my pelvis stays neutral. I have no intention of visually making it look big. I really have the intention of targeting my hamstrings properly versus opening up and taking that inner hamstring a bit out of the equation. So once you're ready, 2 hip bones are in one line. Arms reach forward, shoulder blades are slightly pulled back, and we go to the floor. 3, 2, 1, come up. We go for 2. Make sure you're not arching through the back as you go down. Keep your ribs stacked over your pelvis. Down, dig your left heel into the ground to come up. Let's go for 3. Down, try to feel your left hamstrings. Left heel push down to come up. Let's go 4. Remember the triangle under or on your standing foot, the base of your big toe, the base of your pinky toe, and the middle of your heel. We're trying to press those 3 points into the ground the entire time. 5 more. We got it, guys. Down 1. And we go for 2. Stable left knee. Belly button pulled back. 3. We go for 4. Last one. 5. Use your standing leg to come up. Inhale, exhale, switching right away. 10 on the other side. Again, the intention here is to feel that length in our hamstrings for a moment as we go down, and then we're feeling our glute max of the standing leg on the way up. Yes, so really connect that mind to the body. Pay attention to what you're doing. Don't obsess over going visually deep. Obsess over good form and mind-body connection. Check that your hip bones are in one line. Don't let your left hip bone open up to the left. And let's do it, guys. 3, 2, 1, and up. At any point, if you fall, just land your hands on the blocks. Help yourself. And then find your way back to balance. Let's go 4. Back of the neck is long, not looking forward, not trying to escape class. Let's go 5. Ribs stay in. 5 more, we got it. 1. Think of your right rib trying to get closer to your right quad. They want to go on a date. Let's go 2. Just 3 more. This is 3. You got it, guys. Breathe. 4. When you come up, check that you're not pulling back and extending. And last one. 5 right here. We're pulling the ribs back, pulling the belly button in to come up. Good job. Take an inhale, take an exhale. Okay, coming down to the floor, you guys will just need 1 block. Get comfortable before you go back to being uncomfortable. Let's start with our right leg. I'm gonna bring it, so first of all, just bend the leg, drive that knee in towards your chest, and then see how much you can extend the leg. Once you're there, check that you're not starting to lift your sit bones up into the sky. You want to point them down into the ground. So think of your pelvis trying to stay as neutral as possible, even if that means that visually your leg has to travel further out and away from your ribs. From here, so once we know we can't bring the leg any closer and our sit bones are actively reaching down, I'm gonna grab a block. You can just use your hands. You don't have to use the block, it's there for comfort. So try this version, see which one works best for you. We're gonna take an inhale, we're gonna take an exhale, create force coming from our core, and start pushing that block into the quad while the leg is going to actively resist and try to get closer and closer and closer to our torso. Even here, your leg should already be shaking and feeling a lot of work. From there, we're gonna bend the knee halfway, watching our knee like a shark, not letting it pop away. We're gonna start going back into that knee extension, and the leg is refusing to travel out. So the goal is to keep closing the gap. I'm actually gonna put the block between my rib and my quad, lock it there, and work on the extension from here. We go 3, 2, 1, bend. Sit bones are reaching down. We go for 2, 3. I don't know if you guys can see from here. My leg is shaking. 2, 1, and bend. 2 more like that. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, and bend. Keep pressing into the block. 1 more. 3, 2, 1, and bend. Move the block out of the way. Place both hands on your hamstrings. Drive the leg closer in. A moment of passive flexibility. And then we work on that active knee extension. Again, 4 reps. Sit bones reach down. Watch that you're not rounding through the back and lifting your bum off.